attending this special day at Ransom Memorial Hospital. We're sending two of our best off into the sunset, Moyer, Bunting, our CFO, and Larry Larson. Where's Larry at? Back in the back. Larry's going to Florida, and Moyer's going to Cancun, so I'm not Cancun. Just a quick story, and I know that our hospital staff have heard this because I think I mentioned it in one of our all-staff meetings or several of our all-staff meetings, but there's a connection with Larry and Moyer, and the connection became very apparent I'd say about a year or a year and a half ago, when Larry's flipping through his yearbook at Topeka West, and he's like, I think I know that guy. And sure enough, it's Moyer Bunting. They were in the exact same class, didn't know each other at the time. They worked at now obviously the exact same organization, and they set their retirement dates at the exact same time. So I think there's some level of destiny between you two. Yeah. I'm going to speak about Moyer just briefly, and I've talked to our finance committee and board and department heads yesterday, and believe it or not, I get a little choked up when I think about Moyer retiring. He's been very important to this community hospital, and he's been very important to me personally in many ways. Moyer stepped into the role when we needed him the most. I was a new hospital administrator here in Ottawa, Kansas, trying to get the lay of the land, and we had some senior leadership turnover, and Moyer, I can still remember the hallway conversation right out here in this hallway. He said, Matt, I think I can do this job. And I said, perfect, let's talk more. So we sat down, talked a little bit more, and the rest has been history, or destiny, I guess, in his role. And we have a presentation or a plaque that I want to give to you, and a t-shirt that's signed by everybody. You can cut the sleeves off if you want to do that in Mexico, but keep the sleeves on here. I've got to tell you though too, professionally, Moyer has been a great inspiration for me. He is one of the most humble men that I know. And I'd like to think that his humility has rubbed off, and in fact, I've started saying now with Moyer, his famous line, "In my humble opinion," is how he starts his opinionated soliloquies. And they're certainly his opinion, but it's also coated with this beautiful dose of humility that I've tried to endorse and inherit in my own professional leadership. And so I want to thank you for that personally, and for all that you've done. It was a little bit of baptism by fire, I know, when you first started, and Moyer's successor will not have that because Moyer was here through this transition phase, and true to Moyer nature, he never got short timers. I kept waiting for the short timers to kick in, where Moyer's gone at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and he's out playing golf or whatever the case might be, but it was actually opposite. Moyer's personality lends him to making sure that this place was perfect before he left, that there were no strings untied before he left, and that the handoff was absolutely seamless to Ben Canther now, who's going to be the financial officer of the organization. And so I truly thank you, Moyer. You have no idea how much you mean to me, and the administrative team, and your humor, and your leadership, and everything that you've done, not only for the hospital, but for this community. I know that you poured your heart and soul into making Ransom work, and I know that you're RMH proud, and all of our slogans, you've helped us grow to new heights. You helped us have Game On in year 1, and so I couldn't be more thrilled to stand up here and pat you on the back and send you out to wherever you're going to go next. So thank you very much, and I'd like for all of us to give him a round of applause. And so we've got a plaque that I think summarizes you very well. It says, qualities of a leader: honesty, humanity, confidence, intuition, respect, focus, commitment, positive attitude, and all that on the end here, humility. presented to our true leader, Moyer Bunting, in sincere appreciation of your dedication and service for the last 10 years. So I'm going to go ahead and hand this to you. We have a shirt also. Thank you. We've all signed the back. I think all, maybe not all. A lot of us have signed the back of the shirt. So thank you so much for everything you've done. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Brian. He's going to talk. He's going to give the same words of encouragement about Larry.
I don't know if I could follow that or not, but Larry Larson is retiring from our department. Larry's been here for 27 years, which is an awful long time.
We can get a
Good
replacement.
job,
Yeah.
But seriously, Larry has been here for 27 years. So if you think about 27 years of service at an institution, that's quite a feat these days. With people that can change jobs and move other places and things, so that just kind of shows the dedication that Larry's had for the folks in Franklin County, the patients that he's seen, probably the millions of procedures and things that he's done throughout the years. He's had a long storied career, very storied. Anyway, Larry knows what I'm talking about, I'm sure. Interesting story for me, when I was first hired here, I came and interviewed for a PRN position. And I came and interviewed, and during the interview, at that time Julia Downs was the director. She said, hey, I've got somebody that's leaving, so there's going to be an evening shift position open. They're going to go back to Stormont and work because they think it might be a little better of an opportunity. So I said, yeah, sure, I'd probably be interested in that. And I came back from my orientation, and Julia sat me down and said, that guy decided after a couple days he's not going to stay at Stormont, he's coming back. So I ended up being PRN. Larry got his evening shift job back, and so we kind of traded places. But throughout the years, Larry's taught me a lot about respiratory therapy and how to deal with patients and things like that, and helped me grow as a leader, and given me a lot of respect and things, and supported me as I was kind of growing as when I became the director. That's about all I can say about Larry. There's a lot more, but we could take hours. Larry, if you come up here, we've got a little something for you.
Come back here.
Larry's not an out front kind of guy. He's a little more behind the scenes. Larry, I'd like to give you a small sack, a token of our appreciation for 27 years of great service here at Ransom Memorial. I know. Let me hold that part. Take your sack.
I'm gonna take it out.
Not a roll.
Any words from you or Moyer?
This is just a good place to work.
Yeah.
You guys, you should be proud.
It is a good place to work, and I mean, I love this hospital, and the people that should be honored today are you guys that's here every day and plugging away, and you know, this is overwhelming. It's just everybody here. It is true that Larry and I graduated from Topeka West same year, and on Larry's senior picture.
Thank you for not putting it.
His senior picture, it has like all of the things he was involved in: pep band, debate, glee club. I don't remember. Five or
There were a
six things.
couple of risks in there.
Under my senior picture, it read like a rap sheet. I had a ruler, and I had to do a side step. And mine's, my senior picture was one for truancy and. But anyway, this is overwhelming and I really appreciate everything. And again, you guys are the real people, the real honors that should be done here today, so thank you.
Can I get you guys together for a picture? Sorry.
Anyway,